Hey everyone, how's it going? So a lot of people have been requesting that I make a video on how I made my schedule that I have that I make every year for my university classes. You've probably seen it on my little bulletin board on my desk at university. So I thought today that I would go ahead and just kind of do a screen capture and show you guys how I made that. So I did make it in Microsoft Word. It's a 2011 version for the Mac, but you know, if you have a Windows version or an earlier version, it's still going to work the same. It's just a basic table, and you know, you divide it and you change the colors and everything like that. So no matter what kind of program you have, you should be able to accomplish the same kind of look. So what I'm going to do is just kind of switch over to my computer here and just do a voiceover and show you how I created that. And once I'm done, I will put just the blank template up on my website under my downloadables tab at the top so that you can go ahead and download that in case that you don't kind of know how to start off. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we go. This is the little template that I created. So here it's just, obviously, as you can see, just a table with, you know, times running down the side and the week, days of the week going across. So you can do this for your first and your second semester, or, you know, you could put your whole schedule on there for just the year. So, you know, it's really simple to do. You know, you can change the text, you can change the titles and everything like that. It's all up to you on how you want to, you know, set it up, really. So like I said, it's just basically a table. So to create the table, you know, you can just go over to your tables tab there, and then create how many blocks you need. So depending on, you know, what times you want to schedule, and things like that. So maybe your classes start earlier in the day, or maybe they go later, and you can kind of adjust the times there. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, get started and start showing you, you know, what you can do and how to start setting this up. So the first thing that you really need to kind of understand about this is that when you're creating your schedule, all that you really have to know how to do is just split the table and then merge them together, and then just change the colors and, you know, the fonts and things like that. So here I'm just highlighting a few blocks there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the table layout tab at the top and then go to split cells. So you're going to have number of columns and number of rows. So your columns are your up and down, and you know that's how many, I guess, columns you want to have those selected cells split up into. So most of the time it'll be pre-selected, it'll just split everything in half. So it'll split it into 2 columns, and however many blocks you selected, that's how many rows it will split it into. So then when you click OK, as you can see, it just split everything in half. So then what you can do is take those cells and merge them together so it's one cohesive block, and it's a lot easier to write in and things like that. So you just highlight it and then you click merge, and there you go, you just have one block. So that's what I like to do to, you know, get my blocks kind of, you know, the right shape and things like that. So there, as you can see, I just filled in chemistry. I'm just gonna go back here in a second. I'm gonna give you an idea. This, like, it's kind of different when you go to highlight those other 3 that I did there. It's a little more hard to split those up. So I just wanted to show you that. So make sure if you have classes back to back that instead of splitting like this, that you just kind of plan ahead and you highlight all the blocks that you need before you start splitting your cells up. So I have a few back-to-back, let's say 3 classes back-to-back, so I'm going to go from 8:30 down to, I think it was 11:30 or 12:30, basically 3 blocks per class kind of thing, the way that this setup worked. So as you can see here, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to split the cells, just basically right down the middle there. And then what I'm going to do after that is just merge them together so that I can start, you know, sectioning off the blocks and color coding them and adding my classes and things like that. So there I just split the blocks in half, and I'm going to, merge the little blocks together now to make it into little sections for each class. So obviously, if you have different class times, your schedule is going to look different than this, but this is just kind of like a mock version of what a schedule can look like. So here I'm just going to fill in some names just for the purpose, some names of classes just for the purpose of this video. So I have chemistry, calculus, and biology there. So then I'm just going to, continue on and keep adding classes. Most of the time you have the same classes 3 times a week or 2 times a week, so either Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You have the same classes, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays you usually have the same classes. So here I'm just adding another class for Monday just to fill out the schedule here. A physics class. And then I believe I go into just, repeating the Monday schedule and just, to make it a lot more even. So once again, I'm highlighting those blocks. I'm going to split them in half and then merge them together to get one block for each class. And obviously that block goes from one time to another, so it kind of lays out your schedule that way as well. So once again, I'm just doing what I did for Monday and Wednesday here on the Friday section, and I'm just going to continue to keep adding classes just to fill up the schedule to make it look more like a realistic schedule. I didn't film me doing my actual schedule, and I didn't really want to have to figure everything out again, so I just thought that I'd go ahead and make this, like practice schedule. So this isn't my actual schedule, these aren't my classes. I just wanted to, do this just to show you as an example how to create this type of schedule. I know a lot of you have been wondering. So just adding some more classes here. I added another physics to the Thursday section. I'm going to add a few classes here on Tuesday and Thursday. I think I put English and psychology. I think I did just as an example. So that's what I'm adding here now. So just like before, I'm highlighting the blocks, I'm merging them together, and then I am adding the class names in there. So that's just what I'm doing here for the Tuesday section, and then I'll be doing that as well on the Thursday one. So here now I'm just adding a few different kind of classes. I'm adding like a lab section if some of you, are in science classes or your classes require lab components or, extra lecture times or extra tutorial times or anything like that. That's kind of what I just put in there now. So that's basically, how to set up the actual schedule. So now I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to color everything and, change the fonts and everything like that. So now that we have all the names in, I'm just going to kind of go through, like I just said, how to get everything colored and looking nice. So what you can do is highlight whatever you want, go over to your table tab at the top or wherever it is on your version of Word, and go to shading. And then you can pick any color under the sun. I like to use, light colors and, pastel colors because they come out the best when you print them. Just know that unless your printer is really accurate, which sometimes isn't always the case, the colors may look a certain way on your screen, but when you print it out they may most likely be darker. So that's why I like to choose really light colors because they will come out a little darker when you print them off. So here's just a little tip: if you don't want to highlight them all individually, highlight all the same ones at the same time, pick your color, click OK, and they'll all change color. So, that's just what I'm doing here. For the chemistry, I did them each individually just to show you, and now, obviously, highlighting all 3 biologies there, I'm going to click a blue color, and OK, and they all change colors. So that's just a quick way, you know, to make things go a little bit faster when you are creating your schedule. So that's another little tip that I can share with you. As for the color, so I'm just going to go ahead and change all these. Just another thing, you know, color coding really does help a lot. So as you can see, you should keep all your classes, you know, like classes should be the same color. So, you know, if you have chemistry 3 days a week, all of those chemistry classes should be the same color. That's probably what will work the best for you. Also, if you have another tutorial section, or you have a laboratory section to go to, or if you have an additional lecture for that class, what you can do is also color that block on your schedule the same color as your main class. So here you'll see in a minute, I have chemistry lab on my schedule here on that Wednesday, that big block at the bottom there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to the color that my actual chemistry class is, so that they match up and they're color coordinating. So if I look at my schedule, I see orange, I know that's chemistry. So, you know, by color coding things, it just helps, you know, keep things together, keep them organized, and it's a lot simpler to follow, in my opinion. But obviously, it's just a suggestion. You don't have to do that. You can make every single one a different color if you want. It's really up to you. So then what I like to do underneath each class name is put the building that I'm in and then the room number. So obviously, you know, I wasn't going to take the time to make up a bunch of different building names, so I just put BLD, short form for building. So, you know, if you have some abbreviations for buildings on your campus, throw those in there, and then as well put in the room number. So, you know, like I just did there. So I have, for like the physics that I'm doing now here, BLD, and then 534. So, you know, it's just, I'm just making up random ones, but obviously if this is your real schedule, you know, find out what building your class is in, and then put the room number on there as well, so that you always know where you're going. So now I'm just going to do one of each. This is another kind of tip to save time. You know, fill out one of each classes, each blocks on there, and then just copy from that one block to the rest of the block. So as you can see, I only did one chemistry, one calculus, one bio, one English, one psychology, and one physics, and I'll just, you know, once I change the fonts on here and get everything, you know, finalized, then I'll just copy them onto the rest of the blocks on there, just so that I don't have to, you know, change the font, you know, 20 different times. I can just do it all in kind of one step. So here, you know, I'm just going through, picking some bolded fonts, you know, pick something that you enjoy, that you think looks good. So that's just what I'm doing here now. I think that font that I chose there was Impact, so I just changed the font of that, and then I'm going to italicize the building and the class number. Again, here I am just going over all of the class names, and another tip again, if you want to, you know, make things go quicker, you can highlight, you know, all your things at once and change everything at one time. So here, you know, I'm highlighting physics, I'm highlighting English, psychology, and then I'm going to click on that font, and it changes all of them at the same time. So just, you know, it's all about saving time if you can. Makes it a lot easier, and you don't get kind of bored and frustrated when you have to change, you know, 10 or 20 different things. So see, now I am just, you know, I copied my chemistry block, and now I'm just pasting it into the other chemistry blocks. Again, with calculus, copied that, and I'm going to paste it in that one there, just so everything's, you know, looks the same, everything's, you know, symmetrical, and things like that. So, you know, that really is all there is to it, in my opinion. That's just basically how I create my schedule. You know, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like I said before, I'm going to post this kind of template, this blank template, on my website, organizewithblake.com, and I'm going to have that on the downloadables tab on my website, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested in, you know, making a schedule like this. And just follow this video. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but if you have any technical questions, just leave them below and I'll try to get back to you. So once again, thanks for watching. I'm just going to go back, switch back to my other camera view here, and just film a little outro and things like that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to make that for the people that, really wanted to get their schedule down and create something that would look appealing and, they wouldn't mind looking at, and they could just hang up, on their wall or on their desk or something like that. So once again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about anything that I did in the video, leave them in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you. And like I said before, I'll put a little template up on my website, like a Word document, under the downloadables tab at the top, and you can download a template and to get you started on that. So like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.